Woosa. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for Monday, the 8th of February, 2021. Mia, why are you meowing? Okay, it is the fifth day that I have not had a cigarette. No nicotine for me. Um, I have tried multiple times to quit smoking cigarettes over the years, and I've never succeeded. I feel like something's different this time. Well, first thing, at least I posted it on my blog and social media and stuff, and in some ways that has helped because by making it public, I am holding myself a little bit more accountable. Um, and I think mentally I am stronger this time than any other time that I've tried to quit smoking. I've gone cold turkey, by the way. I haven't done any research into whether that's the right or wrong thing to do. I know last time I tried it, I used all the Nicorette products and all the different types of things, the patches and or the gum and all that shit. None of it worked. Um, but I know mentally this time something's changed. I did quit smoking weed over 2 years ago now, and I did that cold turkey as well. And weed was a little bit different. I never thought I would ever quit smoking weed. I was smoking an ounce a week. I know that's way too much, but I never thought that I would completely break up with Mary Jane. Like I still do. I respect her. I love Mary Jane. I never wanted to end that relationship. I thought till the day I die, I would be smoking weed. But I was always smoking weed with nicotine, right? So I was always punching cones all day long, 50-50, 50% weed, 50% nicotine. Um, and with the nicotine that I have been smoking ever since quitting weed, and also obviously before that as well. I mean, I think I smoked my first cigarette in high school, like most people. Um, I've been smoking rollies, so I roll my own cigarettes, and I don't use filters. So that's got to be worse. It's got to be worse smoking without filters. But I don't use filters for the reason of smoking less in some ways because I roll pretty thin rollies, and filters are a certain diameter, right? So if you roll a rollie with a filter, you're going to get a lot more nicotine because the diameter is a lot bigger. So, but without a filter, surely it's worse. Um, but yeah, I've just been sick of waking up in the morning. Doesn't matter how fucking hard I brush my teeth at night, and doesn't matter how minty fresh my toothpaste is. I always wake up with like my whole mouth tastes like cigarettes. My whole mouth, it's just gross. Waking up with nicotine breath. And it just reminds me of the dirty bong, like the dirty bong, how filthy bongs get inside. It's got to be what my insides are like, my lungs and my throat and all of that shit. So yeah, it's just high time, I think, and I also there's this memory that I have of walking down to the beach with Christy, and we were both having a cigarette on the footpath. We're just walking down having a cigarette. It was a beautiful day, and we hear this scuffling going on behind us. It turns out it was this mother with a baby in a pram, and she just accelerated to get in front of us because we were blowing smoke into her baby's face. And that's not fucking cool, right? Like, it's just didn't make me angry. It made me really, it made me just realize how shit that would be if you had a kid and these people are smoking right next to your kid, and your kid's inhaling all this smoke, right? Like, you got to remember, like in the 80s and stuff, you could catch airplanes, and every armrest had an ashtray in it. People were smoking in all food courts, and I mean that was my childhood, right? So you got to admit, secondhand smoke is pretty disgusting. Like even if the car in front of you, if someone's smoking in that car and they exhale out and you take a whole breath of it in, or if someone walks past you and they exhale all this smoke and you inhale it, it's like that smoke was just in their fucking lungs, right? It's just so gross. So yeah, mentally I'm in a good state. You know, like a while back there was this book that I heard about that was written by it's written by a guy called Alan Carr, and it's called The Easy Way to Stop Smoking. And it's a really thin book. It's a small, thin book. And all the reviews out there, well, from what I remember anyway, all the reviews were like, you read this book, you will quit smoking. And I bought that book, and I don't buy books. Hey, uh, I bought it thinking, okay, fuck, all I need to do is read this book and I'll be fine. And it's like I said, it's a fucking thin book. And I only got to like chapter 3 or 4 or something. I couldn't finish it. It's so weird. And a similar story to that. Um, I met up with a guy who's a hypnotherapist. His name's Kimball Chan, and he runs a hypnotherapy service called Kaizen. And he sort of planted a seed in my head. He said to me at the end of our meeting, he said, Justin, when you're ready, get in touch. I'll be here and I can help you. And he helped my mechanic, Indy, who is a hardcore chain smoker. And apparently, in one session, he managed to get Indy to quit smoking cigarettes. And that was super impressive to me, you know? So I thought, fuck yeah, I'm just going to get put under whatever this hypnotherapy shit is, and I'm going to get put under and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be just fine. But I think the way he worded that was to me like, you know, when you're ready, Justin, like when, you know, when you're serious, Justin, like get in touch and we'll do this. And just it just made me realize like, you know, I put two and two together myself and realized you can't just pay someone to like heal you overnight. Like it's not some magical thing. You really got to want to quit, right? To quit, you know. And I really want to quit. Not so much like, not so much because I want to get healthy. It's just because like, I just want to get rid of that crappy taste from my mouth in the morning. That's the first thing. And I I think it's gonna save me money, and you know, that's where my head was just going somewhere just then, like a fucking brain fart. But even the term quitting, like giving up smoking. Oh, I just had a sneeze. Okay. Like even the term giving up smoking, I don't think that's the right terminology, right? It's like looking at it, looking at quitting, like giving up smoking is like a negative. It's like you having to give it up instead of, I suppose, flipping it around in your head and thinking that you've got things to gain. So, yeah, it's not about gaining health though for me. It's not about saving money for me. It's not about those things. It's just like I'm just over it. You know, I'm just over it. Um, I'm over the taste of it and the smell of it. So so far, so good. I am trying my best to catch myself out and use my fucking brain on this one. I'm trying to use my brain for good. Um, when I'm going through withdrawals, which my God, I've been going through withdrawals, right? But when I feel like having a cigarette, when I'm going through these withdrawals, I am looking at it in a really positive light instead of a negative light. So when I'm feeling these withdrawals, I'm trying to feel good about it. So it's like withdrawals are becoming a good thing. So when I get these waves of feeling like wanting a cigarette, instead of getting like annoyed and shit, I'm actually feeling happy about it. It's like the withdrawal symptoms and the withdrawal feeling means that my body is starting to get over the addiction somehow. It's like it's like my body trying to tell me that, all right, we are detoxifying. We're getting rid of this shit. So every time I'm getting these cravings, every time I'm feeling these cravings, I feel good. It's like it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. But it's almost like using my stubborn nature and using my ego to turn things around. And instead of like having the attitude of, fuck it, life is short, I'm going to smoke, I'm just going to do what the fuck I want. It's using that same attitude, but in a different way. Um, Instead of against, I'm using it for. So it's really working out for me. And, I'm not drinking either, which is really weird because I drink like a fish, right? Like I drink a bottle a night, most nights. So day 5 today, no alcohol, no cigarettes. Um, I'm going okay. And this time I think it's actually gonna happen. Like I think I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes. And it's weird. Like I was hanging out with Viv yesterday. We are on the beach and with all the other fit fucking people on the beach. Um, and then we came back to my place and I was like, fuck, life's boring now. No cigarettes, no alcohol. Life's pretty straight. Um, but yeah, hey, I'm not saying I'm gonna quit smoking, quit drinking, because like, holy shit, gotta have some sort of vice, right? Like, holy fuck, I think I still love getting drunk. So, but yeah, I don't love smoking cigarettes. I prefer to have a drink and feel tipsy than that little hit that nicotine gives you, which is like an annoying little hit where half an hour later you want another one. Yeah, that sucks. So anyway, guys, they're my thoughts, and that's my update on going cold turkey with nicotine. So far so good. So day 5, and I will um, continue to post updates, I suppose. I'm sure some people are curious. I'm sure some smokers out there have tried to quit before and have found it really difficult. And all I can say is I've been in the same boat as that. I've never been able to quit, but something's just different this time around. Something snapped, and it's a mental change, 100% mental. Um, I don't believe in addictions at all. I don't believe addiction's a thing. Um, I think all addictions can be conquered, right? So I don't believe in addiction. Yeah, something's fucking changed in my head. I am shooting later today with Aboriginal babe Keita the cheetah. Um, that'll be great. That'll be our second shoot, and second shoots are always better than the first. It's just the way it is. And I shot with Miss Misha Lee as well last weekend. So I'm gonna get busy editing those photos. I also shot with Viv yesterday, so I've got a lot of work on my plate in terms of editing photos anyway. Um, this week, so I will be busy doing that stuff. And you know, I woke up this morning and checked my phone, which I try not to do. Hey, like I try not to wake up and check fucking social media, but I did. I woke up this morning, checked my phone, and Instagram had deleted another photo, this time for sexual consultation. And I don't think it was the photo. I think the comments underneath the photo, I wrote something along the lines of like, find the full set on my Patreon. So it's looking like I can't even post suggestive links to go check out my Patreon. I didn't post a link. I just said find the full photo set on my Patreon. But yeah, that's not allowed on Instagram anymore, I suppose. They're getting tighter. but I don't give a fuck. So anyway, guys, have a happy Chinese New Year's this week if you celebrate that stuff, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. See yous.